it's my time.
I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine. Yeah. And you know that I'll get better when I wanna get better. I'll get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
So if you're lonely, you know I'm here. I'm just a shot away from you, and if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered, alive. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Like 20. What's up?
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
21-yard line.
Go to us. 180. 12. Super. Value three. Hey, 76.
Goff now to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That's some good hard running there as he push his way forward for about 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Here we go. 180. A bomb.
From the gun on third down, Goff. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
The Lions, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Got a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Detroit Lions, first down. A gain of 14. And the Lions, first down.
Another run for Gibbs here. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try the air now with Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hey, 76! 76! 70. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen. 11. What's that?
A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That'll be caught. It's the rookie from Nebraska with it. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
To throw, it's Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Third and 4. To throw, Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Ready, start.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Ready, set.
To the air, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll look to throw forward with Williams. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spend more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ric Flair. DC.
Goff now looking to throw. toward the sideline, intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, here's Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
17.
Gone. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the 46-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Vegas!
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. Look at the big man rumble. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, 53 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Bears 21. Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hey, kill! What's up?
Now it's gone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
From the gun, here's Goff. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6.
We're good.
From the 50, it's gone. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and goal, Detroit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hold on. 180. Maverick roll.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Bears 21, Lions 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze, 65 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hey, lift. Go. 180. Super 1. Hold on. Check. Value 3. Turbos up.
Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This 2nd and 4.
Shell. Up. 20.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
180, 2 for 60, 12. 4 now.
Back to throw. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good.
Play action. It's Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We're good. We go. 76. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. 5.
Goff now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
180.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Lions 14.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second and 9. Here's Williams. That one complete to again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yeah, all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Williams going to look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. Williams brings it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 29, here's the second down and 6. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of on scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
180.
Goff now looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. Santos with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Lions 14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Hey, volunteer, volunteer, volunteer.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll get him down past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, they'll run it here. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
Vegas!
To throw, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is fielded at the 27. And they can't bring him down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game.
A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And
trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And they want this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is gone.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Another Detroit Lions. First down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Hard ball. What's up?
Goff now looking to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Throwing is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
180!
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Rivers free. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
20. Hey, kill. Hey, 5. Super 1. Value 1. 17.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Again, it's Gibbs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
White 20.
Gibbs. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm it for a loss shy of the goal line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Oh, wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. Right hash mark of 42 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.